So tomorrow the Royal Exhibition Building turns 140. So it's 140 years since the 1880 Melbourne International Exhibition first opened. That was Melbourne's first international exhibition. It was part of the World Fairs movement that were held in cities such as London, Paris, Philadelphia, Chicago. There was a working dairy inside the building, complete with cows and everything. There was a switchback railway or a roller coaster. There was German beer kiosk, aerated water fountains. You could go for gondola rides on the lake. This building, or the Great Hall that we're standing in, was always intended to be permanent. But for that first international exhibition, there was 100,000 metres squared of temporary annexes built in addition to this building to house all of those exhibits. I'm a historian and a curator, so what I love is that this building is home to thousands of stories. And we're always uncovering new stories, learning new things about what's happened here. But it's also home to a lot of lesser known stories. Many Melburnians would be familiar with the Royal Exhibition Building as a setting for their exams. It was home to a hospital during the Spanish influenza pandemic in 1919. It also served as a training base for the RAAF during World War II. You know, there was a jazz concert here that ended in a riot when two warring jitterbug factions got into a dance-off in the 1950s. So what we can see around us is the decorative scheme that was completed for Federation, or the opening of Federal Parliament, in 1901. It was designed by John Ross Anderson, and it was really all about celebrating the solemnity of Federation, where we have several allegorical paintings that speak to a range of themes, including governance, the idea of federation. So you have the 6 states, we have the gods, we have the seasons. So all of these ideas that were speaking to the birth of the modern Australian nation. Because this is an event building, COVID has impacted what would normally be happening here. But we've got a really exciting project coming up next year, and that's the reopening of the Dome Promenade. So visitors will be able to come in, take a lift up to the Dome, where they'll get 360-degree views out around Melbourne. The Dome Promenade was a key feature of the 2 international exhibitions. In 1888, they did put in a working lift. And what's been fantastic about this project is that we uncovered evidence of that lift when we were putting in the new one last year.